Hi, I'm Sven from Zscaler, and today I will show you how you as a pharmaceutical company together with us can solve your most critical security and connectivity challenges. The first challenge that we see in many of our pharmaceutical customers are M&A integrations. During recent years, M&A activity has increased drastically, and M&A integrations cause lots of challenges for IT teams. The most important challenge that we see is that by cross-connecting networks, you run into several risks. So the first one is an operational risk or an integration risk, where you have IP address space overlap between the new network of the acquired company and the existing network. This means that you have to harmonize the networks. That causes lots and lots of trouble and takes way too long. The second part that is really important is that the company that you acquire might not have the same security posture as the one that as your own security posture. That means that if there's a threat on the new network, it will easily spread to your existing network, causing lots of trouble for the whole company. The next big issue that we see is data protection. So with data protection, you have a bunch of challenges. So the first one is, where does my data even reside? Today, it can be on the endpoint. It can be somewhere in an on-premises location. It can run in an external data center or in some cloud. Or it can reside in a SaaS application. And then the next important question is, where is data flowing? So is it going from a user to some destination on the internet? Where is it going? And with the rise of Gen AI applications like ChatGPT, you might also run into the risk where you have a user who want to perform a legitimate business function, but involuntarily paste lots and lots of business secrets into ChatGPT. The last really important challenge that we see is resiliency, business continuity, and disaster recovery. Because any solution that you would employ as a pharmaceutical company, and especially if you manufacture, needs to be fault tolerant, it needs to be designed for maximum uptime, and it also needs to prevent breaches, because any outage that happens in any of your sites could potentially cost you millions. Now, you might wonder, what does Zscaler have to do with all of this? Zscaler operates the world's largest security cloud, which is called the Zero Trust Exchange. And the Zero Trust Exchange acts as a switchboard between your users, your workloads, your sites, and your IoT and OT device and any application that they might connect to. So for example, for your users, you just install our agent on one of their computers, and then they connect to the nearest Zscaler data center. In Zscaler, you then have a full security stack, which means you also have lots and lots of potential for consolidation around point solutions that you might currently use in terms of security. When a user's traffic reaches Zscaler, it's inspected and then forwarded directly to its destination, for example, to any SaaS application that runs on the internet. This is also true for users that are in some office location or factory site. You just install the agent and they are connected. Zscaler also connects those users to applications that run inside the network. To connect the whole location or individual applications, you can install one of our Zscaler edges or connectors in that location. And that can be either in virtual or physical form. And you do the same for any data center location or cloud infrastructure. Now you have full connectivity, but with Zscaler as a switchboard in between, with business policies that decide that only the right user can connect to the right application at the right time. Why is this important for M&A integrations? If you think about the potential risks and issues that I talked about previously, if you just have Zscaler as a switchboard in between, this means that you don't have to do any unnecessary and complex routing between an acquired company and your existing network, and you don't run into the risk of cross-infecting. To sum it up, Zscaler offers various benefits for M&A integrations. The first one being that we make them way more secure by having a centralized security stack. Because there's a centralized security stack, we can also consolidate whatever is in the company that you acquire. And by not relying on routable networks, we make them way, way faster. How does Zscaler help you protect your most critical data and intellectual property? Because we sit on the endpoint, then we control whatever happens between the endpoint and the internet. We can integrate with your SaaS applications like Microsoft 365 via API, and also scan into blob storage in your infrastructure as service, for example. We can discover what kind of data you have, classify it, then control the data flows or find out where the data is flowing. For example, is a user uploading a sensitive document to an untrusted destination like some webmailer or online storage? And then, with policies, block that transmission of data, or in the case of SaaS applications, revoke sharing to external parties. Talking about the last important challenge that you might be facing, creating a really resilient and fault-tolerant security environment. How can Zscaler help with that? So first off, what's really important is that we have around 160 data centers spread around the globe. The services are also offered in China, meaning that you have global coverage for this. And business continuity and disaster recovery are built-in functions in our cloud. We even offer a virtualized version of our cloud that you can host in your own data centers or locations in case of catastrophic outages, so that your users are protected and connected all the time. Coming back to your challenges, I hope that in the last minutes you could see that Zscaler is a great partner to help you with speeding up and making M&A transactions more secure, that we help you protect your most critical data, and that we have an extremely resilient architecture to ensure that your business runs at any time. If this raised any interest from your side, feel free to reach out to my colleagues at any time. Thank you for your attention today, and see you soon.